Ladies and gentlemen, the World Heavyweight Championship has been around a few different times, and I am going to be hosting this two-episode event to crown the greatest World Heavyweight Champion. Now, I should clarify, we are not including any WCW World Heavyweight Champions. We're not including any NWA World Heavyweight Champions. We're just counting people who have been World Heavyweight Champion from 2002 to 2013, and then any World Heavyweight Champion from the current lineage of the championship. And with 25 champions for the first title and 5 other champions for the World Heavyweight Championship of the modern era. Okay, it's technically 6, but one person in particular held this version of the championship as well. So, there's 30 different champions. We'll be kicking off with 6 Fatal 5-Ways in this video. And then the next video, it'll have 2 triple threat matches, and then the finals. So, back in August when I did the WWE Championship Tournament, I had to do things weirdly because there were 55 WWE champions. So, in this one, there won't be surviving time limits. There won't be a triple threat to determine who gets an automatic bye or anything like that. This is going to be straight up elimination matches, no time limit, until we get to the one-on-one finals. With that being said, let us start off with the first match. There's always one type of match in the WWE that is wilder than wild. And it is John Cena versus Shawn Michaels versus Edge versus Christian versus Goldberg. Now, since none of these guys have held the current World Heavyweight Championship, I have the previous history of the World Heavyweight Championship. It's only a matter of time until we see which is which. Nothing like Extreme Rules. John Cena held the World Heavyweight Championship 3 times for a total of 155 recognized days. Edge held the World Heavyweight Championship 7 times over a recognized 405 days. Goldberg held the title once for a recognized 83 days. Christian held it twice for a recognized 32 days. And Shawn Michaels held it once for a recognized 27 days. Okay. Let's look at some other stats. Shawn Michaels won his only World Heavyweight Championship at Survivor Series of 2002 in the first ever Elimination Chamber match. Then he lost it 27 days later. Well, 27, 28 is close enough. At Armageddon to Triple H, who was the first World Heavyweight Champion. Then after Triple H's second reign, Goldberg won the title at Unforgiven, where it was a title versus career match. And if Triple H would have been counted out or disqualified, he would have lost the title. Only to lose it back to Triple H after 83 days. Then Edge won his first World Heavyweight Championship after cashing in on The Undertaker on the May 8th, 2007 episode of SmackDown. However, he had to vacate the title due to an injury. Wait, I'm not going over every single time each person won the title. I'm just going off of the first time they won the title. John Cena, who's getting hit with a jackhammer, won his first World Heavyweight Championship November 23rd of 2008 at Survivor Series by beating Chris Jericho, only to hold the title for 83 days and lose it to Edge inside one of the weirdest Elimination Chambers. Like, mainly just participant-wise. And then Christian's the last one in this match. Christian won his first World Heavyweight Championship at Extreme Rules, winning the vacant World Heavyweight Championship against Alberto Del Rio, only to hold it for 4 days and drop it to Randy Orton. And there goes Christian.
He wants this fight on the outside. Oh, right down with the crossbody.
So in this match, we have John Cena, Edge, Shawn Michaels, and Goldberg. And I'm going to do my very best to remain unbiased throughout this entire tournament, even though I'm a massive John Cena fan. John got dropped. If I remember correctly, this is not Falls Count Anywhere. But hey, at least this isn't time limit, and I mean, at least this doesn't have a time limit like the last tournament. And I am filming this October 28th, just days before well, Edge is gone, but this is being filmed days before the World Heavyweight Championship match at Saturday night's main event. So we could either see Jey Uso be World Heavyweight Champion, or we could see CM Punk become World Heavyweight Champion. I mean, thankfully, we're not crowning a new World Heavyweight Champion before that. Even though I feel like Braun Breaker should have been in the match. Had it. No, no. Aww. We are down to Shawn Michaels and Goldberg. He's tuning up the band for some sweet chin music. 1, 2, and 3. Shawn Michaels, who has the combined shortest amount of time as World Heavyweight Champion, along with Jeff Hardy, is moving on.
Looking at the last superstar standing in this matchup. There has to be a great sense of accomplishment.
He will be in the second episode to determine the greatest World Heavyweight Champion. And we are on to Mark Henry versus Gunther versus Dolph Ziggler versus Randy Orton versus Booker T. Now, I feel like I should clarify a couple things. One, I did not want to grind my faction just to try to get King Booker. I don't hate myself. Nick Nemeth I already had downloaded before I even decided to do this tournament, but I didn't want to download Dolph Ziggler. And 3, I did not include Brock Lesnar because when he won the title, it was the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, which that got merged into one title, finally. So that reign technically does not count as him being World Heavyweight Champion. Everyone else who held those two titles simultaneously are in this because they were already World Heavyweight Champion when the title was separate. Right, but anyway. Gunther, he is a 2-time World Heavyweight Champion for a combined 311 days. His first World Heavyweight Championship win was at SummerSlam against Damian Priest, before losing it 258 days later to Jey Uso. And then everyone else is from the original lineage of the title. Alright, Randy Orton is a 4-time World Heavyweight Champion, holding it for a combined 145 days. Booker T held it once for a total of 125 days. Mark Henry held it once for 91 days. And Dolph Ziggler held it twice for a combined 69 days. Randy Orton won his first World Heavyweight Championship at SummerSlam of 2004 by beating Chris Benoit. And yes, he is in this tournament. I absolutely hate what he did. I have no respect for Chris Benoit as a person. But as a wrestler, one of the greatest. This is just separating the art from the artist. Like, there are some terrible people who exist because of what they've done. But they do have, like, great paintings, music. So let's just keep that in. Yeah, that first reign was 27 days for Randy Orton, before losing it to Triple H. Okay, then Booker T, as King Booker, he won the World Heavyweight Championship from Rey Mysterio at the Great American Bash, where he held it for 125 days, before losing it to Batista. at Survivor Series of the same year. Only let's have 2 more people to discuss. All right, Dolph Ziggler got handed the World Heavyweight Championship on the February 15th episode of SmackDown, after Edge was stripped of the title for using the spear in a match, only to lose the title that same night back to Edge. However, Ziggler did win the title back April 8th of 2013 in one of the greatest cash-ins of all time against Alberto Del Rio on the Raw after WrestleMania, where he then held the title for 69 days, which I feel like he would have held it longer if he didn't get concussed, where he lost it back to Alberto Del Rio at Payback. And then Mark Henry, during his Hall of Pain gimmick, won the title. And there goes Nick Nemeth. But he won the title at Night of Champions from Randy Orton. Where he held the title for 91 days. Before losing it to the Big Show at TLC, who then lost it immediately to Daniel Bryan. But I should mention that Mark Henry would have held the title for a shorter amount of time if WWE didn't do that stupid rule where Daniel Bryan couldn't cash in because Mark Henry was injured. What? That hasn't stopped anyone before. The Undertaker was injured when Edge cashed in. Cashing in on someone is the easiest way to take the title off of an injured superstar. And Booker T is gone after the RKO. So Randy Orton, Mark Henry, or Gunther will be moving on to face Shawn Michaels and the winner of the next match. And there are, well, I think there might be a couple people. Well, no, never mind. Looks like Dolph Ziggler and Booker T were the only two that didn't have their exact gimmick or character name in this tournament. And also, just like the WWE Championship Tournament, I will be using Chris Jericho 03. Because that's the only Jericho I have. You know, I really hope someone goes through this table. One, two. Mark Henry has been eliminated. Has him in the corner, thinking of the next move. Look, Randy Orton has been in WWE since 2002. But he has never beaten Gunther. So I don't like Randy's odds in this match. Somebody move the stairs. Mark can't leave. What are you doing, dude?
Uses an elbow to disrupt that attack.
That's not how you put someone through a flaming table.
We know what's coming next.
Vintage Randy Orton. Oh no, Marcus. Marcus still stuck.
Gunther better watch out. The Viper is coiled and ready to strike.
Randy with the RKO.
Can Gunther recover from that? And into the cover.
1, 2, 3. And Randy Orton is moving on to round 2. He'll take on Shawn Michaels and one other person.
Victory, surviving, and ultimately thriving in a match like this. Yeah, with an elimination.
And it is time to move on to match number 3. Match number 3 is CM Punk versus Daniel Bryan versus Kane versus Seth Rollins versus Damian Priest. Alright, now this is going to be all over the place, so bear with me. Seth Rollins was the first ever World Heavyweight Champion for the current lineage. He won it at Night of Champions by defeating AJ Styles in the finals, and he went on to hold the title for 316 days before losing it to Drew McIntyre at WrestleMania 40, Night 2, who got cashed in on by Damian Priest at the same event, where he held it for 118 days before losing it to Gunther at SummerSlam. Alright, so CM Punk. He is a combined... Where is he? Okay, he is a 4-time World Heavyweight Champion. 3 for the current... No, 3 for the original, 1 for the current. The first time he won the World Heavyweight Championship, he held it for 68 days after cashing in on Edge on the June 30th, 2008 episode of Raw, where he lost it. Well, I wouldn't say he lost it, because he didn't even compete in that championship scramble where he was supposed to defend the World Heavyweight title. So Randy Orton screwed him out of the World Heavyweight Championship. Well, Randy Orton legacy, that whole group. And then he also won the current World Heavyweight Championship at SummerSlam Night 1 by beating Gunther, who dominated that whole match, well, most of that match, before being cashed in on the same night with the Ruse of the Century by Seth Rollins. Daniel Bryan. Yeah, we just got Kane and Daniel Bryan left. let's see, Daniel Bryan. He held it for 104 days in one reign, which he cashed in on the Big Show at TLC. Held it for 104 days before losing it at WrestleMania 28 to Sheamus. And then Kane held the World Heavyweight Championship once for 153 days. He cashed in on Rey Mysterio at Money in the Bank 2010, the same night he won the contract. Wait. Hold on. Oh, CM Punk did get eliminated. Well, after this match, I will show you that I didn't even tamper with his overall or anything. Okay, but yeah, Kane held the title for 153 days after cashing in at Money in the Bank. He lost the title to Edge at TLC in a Fatal 4-Way TLC match. Did I mention how long Damian Priest held the title for? 118 days. Yes, I must have. Man, there's so much going on that I am forgetting what stats I've read off, which ones I haven't. Okay, and for other stats... Seth Rollins and Gunther have held the current World Heavyweight Championship the most at 2 times. That will change this Saturday. Well, yeah, this Saturday for me, but we'll already know who is the World Heavyweight Champion by the time this comes out. Seth Rollins held it for 316 days for the longest reign, and Punk held it the shortest for 5 minutes and 10 seconds. He was also the oldest champion at 46 years and 280 days. Gunther, really, the youngest champion at 36 years and 349 days. Drew was the heaviest champion at 275 pounds, while Punk was lightest at 218. Let's see if I can find...
Looking for more damage here. Release back suplex.
Okay, yep, here's some other stats for the previous World Heavyweight Championship. Triple H was the first champion. He got handed the title. And then Randy Orton was the final World Heavyweight Champion. Edge held it the most at 7 reigns. Batista had the longest reign with 282 days. Randy Orton had a 1-minute reign, which was his last reign. Undertaker was the oldest at 44 years and 194 days. Randy Orton was the youngest at 24 years and 136 days. Big Show was the heaviest at 441 pounds, and Rey Mysterio was the lightest at 175 pounds. In fact, Rey Mysterio also has the record for being the only World Heavyweight Champion to not be referred to as World Heavyweight Champion. He was just referred to as World Champion, which I find that very stupid. You don't have to change the name of the title just because one superstar isn't even a heavyweight. That would be like calling Ilya Dragunov the WWE champion because he's not from the US. I mean, not along the same lines, but it. Like, the only reason you should change the name of a title is if you're changing up the design or just getting rid of that current title and introducing a new one. But then again, that's just making a whole new title. The point is, Rey Mysterio should have been called World Heavyweight Champion. And Daniel Bryan has been eliminated. So Kane, Seth Rollins, or Damian Priest will be moving on to face Randy Orton and Shawn Michaels in the semifinals.
Damian Priest, crucifix. Will Kane get back up? Cover.
1, 2. Also, I didn't want to. Can't really unlock Kano 3 at the moment. If I had the proper cards in my faction for it, I absolutely would have used that one. But 2K likes to lock all of the good cards. Well, not good cards, but quite a few of the great attires that everyone's wanting behind my faction. And Damian Priest has been eliminated. But if you've watched this far into the video, who's your favorite World Heavyweight Champion? You can pick one from one lineage, one from another, or you can just pick only one. I would say from the original lineage, I would have to say Batista. And from the current lineage, Seth Rollins. Because honestly, with these titles, you have to imagine, like, when you hear or see this title, Batista should be one of the first names that comes to mind. It doesn't have to be the first. Damian Priest is stuck. But yeah, Batista doesn't have to be the first one to come to your mind. You could say, like, Triple H or Edge. And Seth Rollins should automatically be the first one that comes to mind with the current one. And Seth Rollins will be going on to the semifinals to take on Shawn Michaels and Randy Orton. Oh, wrongly. See, he is at a 90 over... With my camera. Or hide it, just move. Video capture. See, he is at a 90 overall. So for anyone that thinks I'm cheating and trying to screw Punk out of it, no, I am not. And besides, I used CM Punk 2010 because that was when he actually was taken. Well, not okay. Let me rephrase that. That was when he actually had a lengthy reign as champion. And honestly, that was when he did the best work of his career. But anyway, let's just move on to the next match. And our next match is The Big Show versus Chris Benoit versus Kurt Angle versus Rey Mysterio versus The Great Khali. So, I've already made my thoughts about Chris Benoit very clear earlier. But Chris Benoit is a one-time World Heavyweight Champion, holding it for 153 days. If you count combined days and not combined recognized days, he is tied with John Cena and Kane for length in time. Then we have Rey Mysterio, who is a two-time World Heavyweight Champion for a recognized 139 days combined. The Big Show is a two-time World Heavyweight Champion who held it for 72 days. The Great Khali won the title once, held it for 60 days. And then Kurt Angle held the title once and held it for 81 days. Let's go all the way back. Who won the title first out of all these? Chris Benoit. WrestleMania 20, he defeated Triple H and Shawn Michaels in a triple threat to win the title and hold it for 153 days before he lost it to Randy Orton at SummerSlam. And Kurt Angle won the vacant World Heavyweight Championship on the January 10th, 2006 episode of SmackDown in a Battle Royal to hold the title for 81 days before losing it to Rey Mysterio, who held the title from WrestleMania 22 to the Great American Bash for 111 days before losing it to King Booker. The Great Khali won the World Heavyweight Championship in a 20-man Battle Royal where the title was vacated because Edge was injured. And he won that on the July 17th, 2007 episode of SmackDown, where he held the title until September 16th of 2007, which was Unforgiven, where he lost the title to Batista. And then last but not least, The Big Show won his first World Heavyweight Championship at TLC 2011, where he defeated Mark Henry in a chairs match, and Daniel Bryan cashed in right away. You know, and since he only had one other reign, I'll mention that he defeated Sheamus at Hell in a Cell 2012 to win the title for a second time, where he held it for 72 days before losing it to Alberto Del Rio. And yes, he is also in this tournament. Do I like Del Rio as a person? No. Do I like him as a wrestler? No. But he is in this. In fact, I plan on doing this for former Universal Champions as well. Which, that'll just be one video since it's 8 superstars. I have never seen the Big Show pull off tombstone pile drivers. Oh, Rey Mysterio has been eliminated. But yeah, WWE does not recognize Cody Rhodes as a Universal Champion, even though they didn't officially retire the title, well, the Universal title, until Cena won at WrestleMania. Like, it took them a year to be like, hey, the Universal title is retired. We retired, and we quietly retired it once Roman lost it. Which they should have done that right away. So yeah, Cody won't be in that tournament, and neither will John Cena.
Eventually take their toll on everyone. Oh, and a right hand for good measure. Oh, man. Does he have him here? Kicking out before the count. The muscle memory's got to be taken over now. Pure instinct to kick out before 3.
You know, this tournament has been full of surprises so far.
Picked up and being carried around now. Driving face first. What's Khali about to manufacture?
I'll be honest, I did not expect Randy Orton to win the previous match. Like, he was one of the top choices. But I would have expected, like, Gunther to win.
Set him up, Russian leg sweep. Oh, big boot. Big boot. Gets lifted into position.
You know, when I was deciding to do this, I was thinking I could do this as a Royal Rumble, and there goes the Great Khali. But if I did this in a Royal Rumble, where's the fun in that? I want to continue this tournament series. And the Big Show is gone. We are down to Kurt Angle and Chris Benoit. So I've actually put on banger matches in the past. In fact, I would even go as far as to say that some of their matches are 5-star classics. Especially their match at the Royal Rumble.
Keeping in close quarters, and look at these lefts. Just unleashing shot after shot after shot. He might have him.
And also, these two were the first ever WWE Tag Team Champions. And Kurt Angle is moving on to the semifinals.
Here is your winner, Kurt Angle. And that was certainly no easy task.
You know, I just realized that every person that has moved on were also in the WWE Championship tournament. Excuse me. So let's move on to match number 5. Now we have Batista versus Chris Jericho versus Jeff Hardy versus Triple H versus Sheamus. And thankfully, they've all have only held the original. Triple H has held the title 5 times for a combined recognized days of 611, which is the most for anyone. Then Sheamus held the title once for 210 days. Batista held the World Heavyweight Championship 4 times for a combined 507 days. Chris Jericho held the title 3 times for 106 days. And wait a second. Sheamus. Wait, did I mention Sheamus already? Wait, I didn't mention Jeff Hardy. He held it twice for a total of 27 days. So yes, I did mention Sheamus already. Like I said, there's a lot happening. Alright, Triple H was handed the World Heavyweight title on the September 2nd episode of Raw in 2002. Before losing it to Shawn Michaels at Survivor Series 2002 inside the Elimination Chamber, which was 75 days after. And then we move on to Batista, who ended Triple H's 5th World Heavyweight title reign at WrestleMania 21, where he held it for 281 days before relinquishing the title due to injury. Then Chris Jericho won the World Heavyweight Championship at Unforgiven 2008, where he defeated JBL, Batista, Rey Mysterio, and Kane for CM Punk's World Heavyweight Championship, since the title wasn't technically vacated. But he held it for 48 days before losing it to Batista, who only held it for 7 days, that reign, before losing it back to... Jericho lost the title at Cyber Sunday to Batista, who held it for 7 days before losing it on Raw back to Jericho. And then Jericho held the title for 19 days, only to lose it to Cena. Did we really need that gap in time where Batista was World Heavyweight Champion? For a week? Alright, but anyway. Jeff Hardy won his first World Heavyweight Championship at Extreme Rules 2009, where he defeated Edge in a ladder match, only to lose it that same night because CM Punk cashed in. And since Jeff only had one other reign, he won it back from CM Punk at Night of Champions, held it for 27 days, only to lose it back to CM Punk at SummerSlam. And there goes Jeff Hardy. And last but not least, for this match, Sheamus won the World Heavyweight Championship from Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania 28, where he won in 18 seconds. He held the title for 210 days before losing it to Big Show at Hell in a Cell 2012.
Looking for a submission and inverted figure four. The leg is only getting cinched in deeper, struggling to... He lets his opponent out of the submission. Yeah, but who knows what damage has been done. Up high, through the air, and connect from the top. Showing no sign of respect for his...
And when I set up these tournament matches, I randomized everyone.
Perched up top, using the elbow to escape the attack. Attempting high-risk move after high-risk move at a breakneck.
Just like in the WWE Championship Tournament.
Batista, he thinks he's got this one all sewed up.
So some people got like a really good matchup, while guys like Rey Mysterio, he kind of got screwed over with two giants. And then two great technical wrestlers. And by great, I mean in-ring. Kurt Angle's, I'm sure he's a great guy. It's just Benoit I was referring to as like a great wrestler, and that's it. Triple H tapped out. Not gonna lie, I was expecting him to win this match. But the winner of this will take on Kurt Angle and the winner of our last match of the night. And I love Triple H's sledgehammer from the island. Like, it's so much different from a regular sledgehammer. And it's so funny when people use it. Rogue kick. 1, 2, and Batista kicks out.
Amazing resiliency from Batista to kick out there, but you gotta wonder if that was his last breath. The unmitigated power of Sheamus was not enough to put this away.
And another one to Batista. That has to do it. 2, 3. And Batista is gone. And just like the 2012 Royal Rumble, we are down to Jericho and Sheamus.
And now thrown back into the ring. He's rummaging for some sort of equalizer.
Also, what are your guys' thoughts on the possibility of Chris Jericho coming back for a retirement tour?
He's donning the crimson mask after that move.
I'm honestly not sure how to feel about it.
Such fire in the attacks of Sheamus. Impressive moves from Sheamus, guys.
Like, he spent years kind of crapping on WWE and saying that he wouldn't want to come back, only to turn around, like, within the past, what, few months? And say that he's open to returning?
Looks like he shook the cobwebs and he's turning it around. Going for it. Trying to step through. Roll on their belly. And he locks in the Boston Crab. Struggling to get out of this submission. Trying to find a way out. Using his
Sheamus gets out of the submission.
I know he didn't think he'd be in this position tonight. Sledgehammer to the mid, deep into the match. This could end.
And Sheamus is looking to end it here. 1, 2, 3. Sheamus will take on Kurt Angle in the winner of the last match. I mean, no matter who would have won this match, it would have continued the trend of people who were also in the WWE Championship tournament. Alright, and now let's move on to the last match of the video. And our final match, Jack Swagger versus Drew McIntyre versus Alberto Del Rio versus Jey Uso versus The Undertaker. Now, Drew McIntyre is a one-time World Heavyweight Champion. And he held it for like 5 minutes and 49 seconds. I don't know the exact time. All I know is that he held it a bit longer than CM Punk did on the current World Heavyweight Championship. But he won the title from Seth Rollins at WrestleMania 40, before losing it to Damian Priest that same night. Jey Uso well, as of filming, he is a one-time World Heavyweight Champion, where he held it for 51 days after defeating Gunther at WrestleMania 41, where he eventually lost it on the June 9th episode of Raw of 2025, back to Gunther. And Alberto Del Rio is a two-time World Heavyweight Champion for a combined 223 days. The Undertaker is a three-time World Heavyweight Champion for a total of 207 days. And then Jack Swagger is a one-time World Heavyweight Champion for a total of 78 days. Now, The Undertaker won his first World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania 23, where he held it for 36 days before getting cashed in on by Edge because The Undertaker was injured. Well, that was the May 8th, 2007 episode of SmackDown. Jack Swagger, I believe, is the next one in line. He won it on the March 30th, 2010 episode of SmackDown, where he cashed in on Chris Jericho, and Swagger held the title for 78 days before losing it to Rey Mysterio at Fatal 4-Way. Yeah, I'm not kidding. That was an actual pay-per-view name. And once again, it was Rey Mysterio's second reign as World Champion. Not World Heavyweight Champion, but World Champion. I don't know how often I have to kind of bring this up, but it was annoying. I'm pretty sure this is a completely different Del Rio from the WWE Championship Tournament. Mainly because I didn't want to keep him around on my roster. Yeah, it says El Patron. So this is Del Rio mixed with Alberto El Patron. Okay, oh yeah, Del Rio. He won the title for the first time January 8th of 2013 on SmackDown, where he defeated The Big Show in a last man standing match, where he ended up losing the title after 89 days on the Raw after WrestleMania to Dolph Ziggler, who cashed in his SmackDown Money in the Bank contract. Oh, what are those two doing? Oh my god. Jay and Swagger were just struggling over there. But we have officially covered all 30 WWE World Heavyweight Champions across 2 titles and 2 lineages.
And it's McIntyre that goes for the ride. Lift it up. What's next? Oh, you can tell he's feeling.
Do I plan on doing these tournaments yearly? I mean, probably.
He's setting his table up, and guys, someone's about to have a really bad night.
But for the WWE Championship Tournament, I would probably wait until we get like more WWE champions. Because we currently have 55 different ones.
Main event, Jey Uso. This is as much about a mental advantage as a physical one. Into a neck breaker.
And if we get one more champion, then it'll be a little difficult to determine. I mean, yeah, we'd have 56, but then it would end up being like a similar situation to like the first tournament that we did. But honestly, I would just be down to do like other tournaments for like other companies or other titles. Like the Intercontinental Championship and the US title, they would be more difficult to do. Because, if I'm not mistaken, the Intercontinental Champion has had like 90 people, well, 90 plus people, while the United States Championship has had like 107 or something like that. So, I would probably just do, like, TNA World Champions, or, I don't know, AEW World Champions. I haven't done an AEW-related video in a long time. What? Not gonna lie, when I set up this tournament, I thought The Undertaker was going to win this match. Or at least make it to the final 3 with Drew and Jay. I did not expect him to be the first one eliminated. What? Drew McIntyre eliminated. We are now down to Jey Uso, Alberto Del Rio, and Jack Swagger. Three people that people would say are among the worst World Heavyweight Champions. Swagger, absolutely, I see it. Del Rio, I mean, he was alright as World Heavyweight Champion. But I liked Jey as World Heavyweight Champion. Jack, you can't win out there.
He just let go of the submission. Maybe he did the damage he meant to do and has something else in mind now.
But the winner of this will face Kurt Angle and Sheamus in the semifinals.
Brought back into the ring from the floor now. He's looking to make a moment here. Oh, what a clothesline. Oh, he got him. Is he going to lock this in?
Jack, you can't win on the outside. I don't have false count anymore on in this match. That'll just be the final match.
This is a situation you want to avoid. Oh my goodness. Face first into the barricade. And he gets sent back into the ring. Bullseye with the back fist. There it is. Slam down to the canvas. Up and over. Splash. Jey is out. That is it.
1, 2. I am shocked. The 3 I expected to make it to the final 3 are the 3 to get eliminated. 1, 2. Jack Swagger. Of all people, Jack Swagger is the last person to make it to the semifinals.
Quite the combination of endurance, in-ring savvy, and if I'm being honest, some pure luck. Elimination matches are no picnic, but they still made it through in one piece.
Well, here are the final 6. Shawn Michaels, Randy Orton, Seth Rollins, Kurt Angle, Sheamus, and Jack Swagger. Well, tune in for the second episode. I will be filming it right after this, but you guys will have to wait like a couple of days. It really depends on when this video goes up. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching the video. Please like, share, subscribe, comment any other video ideas you have for the future, and I'll catch you in the next one.